This is QTV Nightly News coming to you from our studios on Caraba Avenue, and I am Jul Denjai. Thank you for joining us. Here are the main news headlines. President Adama Barrow on Monday inaugurated a health center named after his mother at his home village Mankamakunda. Also on his current tour, President Adama Barrow on Monday visited agro farms in CRR North and South that are engaged in large-scale agriculture. The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with partners, have commenced a nationwide schistosomiasis vaccination campaign to raise awareness and prevention of the disease. And MRC Holland Foundation, in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, inaugurated a new lower basic school in Kiangjinyer in the Lower River region. And on World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development, we look at the Gambia's rich and diverse culture. In international news, in what the army described as an attempted coup on Sunday, 3 people have been reportedly killed in the Democratic Republic of Congo's capital, Kinshasa. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. Thank you very much for staying with us. This is QTV News with me, Jul Denjai. Now, President Adama Barrow inaugurated a health center on Monday at his home village, Mankamakunda, named after his mother. The health center is one of the 5 newly constructed health centers in rural Gambia, inaugurated as part of the process of decentralizing access to quality healthcare. Momodo Lamin Choi was there, and this is his report.
It is a homecoming for President Adama Barrow to the Upper River region at a village in Jimara where he took his first breath. Residents welcomed their native son to a historic occasion. The president's home village, Mankamakunda, and surrounding communities witnessed the birth of a lifeline, a gleaming new health center. At a ribbon-cutting ceremony, President Barrow officially inaugurates the health center, its doors opening to welcome patients. The newly constructed health center, equipped with modern medical facilities, is poised to provide vital healthcare services to nearly 16,000 people in the village and the surrounding area. The Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmad Lamin Samate, reads out a statement on behalf of President Adama Barrow.
These state-of-the-art facilities, equipped with cutting-edge technology and amenities, symbolize our dedication to providing quality health services. From self-contained, air-conditioned delivery rooms to modern medical equipment procured with support from the World Bank, every aspect was planned to ensure comfort, dignity, and efficiency for our patients.
From maternity services to immunizations, the center appears ready to meet the primary healthcare needs of the local population in the most conducive environment they probably never imagined would come their way anytime soon.
Such improvements and facilities will anticipate a further reduction in maternal mortality, infant mortality in the Gambia. Furthermore, the forthcoming health insurance scheme will play a pivotal role in reducing out-of-pocket expenses and enhancing access to essential health services, thereby advancing our goal of universal health coverage.
In what is a surprise to President Barrow and his family, the health center is named after his mother, Aja Juma Jallow. Seizing the moment, the president's mother makes a rare public appearance. To acknowledge the honor and joy at this significant milestone in her life, Aja Juma Jallow offers some prayers to the gathering.
Nga ala tentu yeti be ko nga albe tentu alla junno on balde ala mo ala mbesi o jamfandila ala o kontella ala mo ala jata kenda dinna ganda on kada kada ala mo be kisila.
In addition to the rare privilege of being a president, this occasion comes with honor and pride for President Barrow and his family. The head of state expresses being humbled by the naming of the health center after his mother and thanks the Minister of Health on behalf of his family.
Woni kan weltare bala keta je sewoti
I am very happy that such a big health center is in Mankamakunda. It was not built in Mankamakunda to show that the president is from this village. Anyone who knows Jimara, you will understand that Mankamakunda is a strategic location connecting several villages and is a big meeting point. You cannot go to Bansang or Basse hospitals without passing through Mankamakunda. Women in this village and surrounding communities thank the government for ending their long struggle for access to quality health care. They see the hospital as a relief from complications during and after labor, which are associated with poor health facilities. Mahmoud Lamin Choi, QTV News, reporting from the Upper River region.
Congratulations there to the people of Mankamakunda. Now, still on President Adama Barrow's tour on Monday, President Adama Barrow visited agro farms in Sierra North and South that are engaged in large-scale agriculture to complement Gambia's food security needs. QTV's Mahmoud Lamin Choi is with the President's tour party and he files this report.
Private sector investment in agriculture production is taking shape in rural Gambia. This visit is an opportunity for the President to assess the capacity, scale of production and challenges facing these farmers in their quest to produce food for local consumers. His visit is to Hamiduja Farm in Baya, Sami district. The farm covers 120 hectares and the land is currently being developed in preparations for large-scale production of rice, potatoes, other vegetables for the local market. President gives a reassurance that government will support private sector investment in agriculture and recognizes Hamiduja's passion to succeed and expressed hope that this will enhance national food security.
Because he will create jobs here. He will grow the economy. He will pay taxes. So this is huge. I think people should learn from this. As I said, we have no reason to doubt Hamid. He has already proven himself beyond any reasonable doubt in the Gambia that he is a very serious businessman and he has foresight. That's why when I discuss with him, he said the only way forward is to make sure we produce enough local production. When you import, you are a liability. When you produce, now you can compete. That's the only time you can compete. And we believe in this philosophy, and I think it is the way forward.
President's next stop is Swami Gambia Banana Plantation in Buruko, Lower Fulani district. It is the biggest banana plantation in the Gambia, covering 75 hectares and has an 80% market share of banana production in the Gambia. With 450,000 plants on site, the farm expects an annual yield of 80,000 tons in food production.
So we are very happy that industrialization is now happening in the Gambia. You see, on his side, it says smart farming. That's what I was talking about. But by then, my opposition told that I'm mad. But I think now, the owner, President Barrow, was serious with what he was saying. This future. So we thank Mr. Kinji, we thank his team for creating jobs in this country and growing the economy. And also, this is food security, definitely. So we are very, very, very happy. And I'm pleased to come and visit. For sure, we will continue to encourage you and government will continue to support. Thank you.
On the path towards food security, President Barrow's government recognizes the capacity of the private sector to yield and realize the national requirement for food self-sufficiency. By visiting farmers, President Barrow's government is expected to create an enabling environment with sound policies for a flourishing and productive agriculture sector. Mahmoud Lamin Chai, QTV News.
The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with partners, have commenced a nationwide schistosomiasis vaccination campaign to raise awareness and prevention of the disease and provide free treatment to those infected. Loli M. Kamara was with the team, and this is her report.
Schistosomiasis, also known as snail fever, is a parasitic disease caused by a type of flatworm called a schistosome. It is transmitted through contact with contaminated water and is prevalent in developing countries with poor sanitation. Symptoms may include abdominal pain, diarrhea, and blood in the urine. If left untreated, it can lead to serious health complications such as liver damage, kidney failure, and even death. Bintu Suso, a public health officer in the Western 2 region in Kasakunda in the West Coast region, states that the move is geared towards vaccinating the public ahead of the rainy season.
Basically, we know we are about to enter the rainy season and there are so many pond streams around. And even when rain falls, there are so many water flows. And usually kids take it to bath or do fun, make fun out of it. So we believe this is an important intervention where the schistosomiasis, the parasequential, will treat people who have schistosomiasis or even any other worm infestation that they have in their systems.
Safia Tujata, a resident of Kasakunda, advised people to take the vaccination. I heard that they are coming this morning and I left all what I was doing and came just to get the vaccination, as this can prevent one from getting serious illnesses. At Kembuje Skills Center in Brikama, the turnout was low. Karamo Fataja, a public health officer at Western 2 region, explains.
People awareness concerning about the campaign is lacking. So initially, when we come to the fields, we normally engage the stakeholders in the communities. That is point of entry. We normally visit the alcalo prior to the day before coming to the communities or even the schools.
Misconceptions and vaccine hesitancy are among the ministry's biggest challenges. Here is Mr. Fatajo again.
People associate politics with the health. And I think health and the politics, they have no associations. Health for one is health for everyone. Your health should be your priorities.
Here are Abdul Karim Dabo, Principal Public Health Officer, Western 2 Health Region, and Yaya Kamara, a disease surveillance officer with the Ministry of Health, respectively.
If once, something started, if it is started positively, everybody is young to get it. But if it is otherwise, even the benefit, because the benefit cannot be realized immediately, it has to go in a long way so that people understand what happens to them after the intervention.
This was an assessment we have done, which we tested 10,334 children across the country. These were school-age children, and they came from selected schools which were randomly selected in each district. So the national prevalence overall was around 4%. But once we go down to the district level, we realize varying prevalences at district level as high as 35, 40, and 10%.
The campaign is targeting community bantabas, health facilities, schools, markets, and crossing points, amongst others. After the vaccination, it is hoped that the prevalence of schistosomiasis in the Gambia will decline significantly, leading to a healthier and more productive population. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
That report there by Lolly M. Kamara will take us to a commercial break. When we return, we have local and international news stories for you. Do stay tuned.
Green Power was founded in 2001 and is headquartered in Swindon, UK. It is mainly engaged in project investment and operation of fields of photovoltaic power generation, wind power, hydropower, and other clean energy, as well as hydrogen energy, energy storage, comprehensive energy, and other fields, contributing more than $50 billion to energy infrastructure. Its business scope covers RCEP countries in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, Australia, and Asia. A new chapter is opening, driven by the power of technological change, and we aspire to bring this change to the people of the Gambia, ushering a new era of vitality and sustainability. Green Power sincerely invites sales management elites to join our company and create a new life together.
The art of juggling is a true spectacle of agility, coordination, and speed. A symbol of progression, precision, and mastery. 5G speed is like having the juggler in your pocket.
Just look amazing.
with lightning-fast download and upload speeds. You'll easily be able to juggle even the busiest workdays. Whether you're a busy entrepreneur, a creative, or just someone who wants to stay connected, juggle your tasks with ease with QCell 5G speed. The future is here. It's fast, reliable, and efficient. First brought to you by QCell. We innovate, others follow.
Welcome back, and this is QTV News. Now to the rest of our stories. MRC Holland Foundation, in collaboration with the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, inaugurated a new lower basic school in Kiang Junior in the Lower River region. Our regional correspondent Bakari Balde was there, and this is his report.
The new school consists of 8 well-furnished classrooms, 4 offices, staff quarters, a kitchen, 10 toilets, electricity and water facilities. The community of Junior are delighted because their children will no longer have to walk several miles to go to school. Fabakari Sane, a native of the village, and Bakari Mane spoke on behalf of the school management committee.
We thought that this school, it can even take us 2 years, 3 years to build. Very fortunate for us, and a very big surprise for the community. Within a flash, everything was done, is well furnished, and is start operationalized.
And I'm assuring the Holland Foundation that these structures that you have built here, the community of Nyeri, we are going to take the ownership.
Alpha Omar Jallo, the head teacher at the new school, expressed his delight at this outcome and outlined the importance of education.
Let us remember that the importance of education in shaping the future of our children and the Gambia at large. Let's strive to create a learning environment that fosters creativity, curiosity, and critical thinking.
Momodu G. Jallo, the Regional Education Director of Region 4, described MRC Holland Foundation as one of the most reliable partners of MOPSI, highlighting several interventions by the foundation in his region.
They have built over 336 classrooms, over 222 teacher quarters fit with 192 solar panels, over 190 boreholes, meaning water points. Wherever they build school, they have ensured that there is water and the classrooms are conducive for learning.
Henrietta Sonko, the coordinator of MRC Holland Foundation, explains how they carry out their development project activities.
In some places, they think the school belongs to government, so they don't have to care about it. It's all government ownership and government's responsibility. The only thing they have to do is to send their children to school. But through the community agreement, we discuss in length what is the responsibility of the community, what do we as MRC Holland Foundation do, and what the ministry can do.
MRC Holland Foundation also provides scholarships for students and teachers to further their education in various fields of study. Henrietta Sonko elaborates.
We give more prominence to the rural students and the rural teachers. The reason is that we feel that the problems we face in the urban areas, the solution is in the rural areas.
To promote and enhance the country's education sector, MRC Holland Foundation has built schools across the country and awarded over 4,000 scholarships to both teachers and students in the Gambia. The community of Junior have promised to maintain the school to ensure they have a conducive environment for learning. Bakari Balde, QTV News.
Congratulations there to the community of Kiang Junior for the facility. Now, the World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development, observed annually on the 21st of May, highlights the world's cultural richness and the importance of intellectual dialogue in achieving peace and sustainable development. To mark this day, our reporter Lorena E. Igwenyiba explores the Gambia's rich and diverse cultural landscape.
Strengthening intercultural dialogue is crucial, as 89% of all current conflicts occur in countries with low dialogue levels. In the Gambia, the country's cultural diversity is a cornerstone for dialogue and development, fostering a vibrant and inclusive society. The country's ethnic groups, Mandinka, Fula, Wolof, Jola, Sarahule, and others, contribute unique languages, traditions, and customs, creating a rich cultural mosaic. This diversity encourages dialogue, mutual respect, and understanding, essential for social cohesion and peace. Religious diversity further enriches Gambian society, with Muslims, Christians, and adherents of indigenous beliefs coexisting harmoniously, highlighting the nation's commitment to tolerance and unity. Cultural festivals like the Janjambure Kankurang Festival, Banjul Cultural Festival, the International Roots Festival, and the Katong Festival showcase the nation's heritage, boosting tourism and economic growth. These events also provide platforms for intercultural dialogue, strengthening national identity and community bonds. Gambian cuisine, with dishes like benachin, domoda, supakanja, and findi, reflect the country's cultural diversity, enhancing cultural appreciation and unity. According to UNESCO data, the cultural and creative sector is one of the most powerful engines of development worldwide. It accounts for more than 48 million jobs globally, almost half of which are held by women, representing 6.2% of all existing employment and 3.1% of global GDP. It is also the sector that employs and provides opportunities for the largest number of young people under the age of 30. Cultural diversity is a driving force for development, contributing to economic growth and enriching intellectual, emotional, moral, and spiritual life. Gambia's cultural diversity is a dynamic force for dialogue and development, driving social harmony, economic growth, and a shared sense of identity and purpose. Observing this day provides us with an opportunity to deepen our understanding of the values of cultural diversity and to advance the four goals of the UNESCO Convention on the protection and promotion of the diversity of cultural expressions, namely, to support sustainable systems of governance for culture, achieve a balanced flow of cultural goods and services, and increase mobility of artists and cultural professionals, integrate culture in sustainable development frameworks, and to promote human rights and fundamental freedoms. Reporting for KTV News, I am Lena Igwenyiba.
Now, 18 medical doctors and nurses and medical students from the United States of America through the African Cultural Exchange Program have arrived in the country to offer free medical diagnosis and free treatment for 1 week. Babukar Sise reports.
The free medical outreach was held in Buyam last week, and a similar event will be held in Penyem in the West Coast region this week. The visitors arrived to a warm welcome featuring drumming and dancing from their partners and residents of Buyam. The African Cultural Exchange team has been providing free treatment in the Gambia for the past 7 years. Musa Amul Nyasi is the host and organizer of the Buyam event.
For the past 6 years, we were in Penyem. The fifth, sixth year, we included the Bundung Maternal Hospital. We all know that nowadays it's always a challenge to get medication from the hospital. In most cases, they will prescribe, you go to the pharmacy to purchase. Some people go to the hospital, they leave the hospital, they go to their houses because they cannot afford the money to buy the drugs in the pharmacy. But with these services, they diagnose you, they prescribe, you go to work to the pharmacy, and they give you all the medications that you need. And the beauty is, over the years, they have been bringing medicine to the country. But last year and this year, they are patronizing our pharmacies as well. They bought every medicine in the Gambia. So you can see how the money is trickling, touching every sector as far as health is concerned. That's why this year they are in Buyam, and now they've tested Buyam. I can assure you, in as much as they are coming to the Gambia, they will continue coming to Buyam to serve the people of Funyi.
Dr. Reginald Hughes, a medical doctor who specializes in comprehensive health care and head of the medical team from the United States of America, highlights some of the medical conditions patients have and the benefits of this outreach to his team.
People have hypertension, high blood pressure, they have diabetes, musculoskeletal aches and pains from overworking. We benefit from learning the culture of the Gambia, of all the local folks here. And these students work mainly in New York City, so they have immigrants from here, from all over Africa. So they now are gaining experience with how to better interact with people from different cultures, and I think everybody benefits all around.
Yama Jaju and Sanusi Koli are beneficiaries.
For 2 years, I was unable to do farming. I feel pain in my knees and my legs. They checked me both my hands, my back, my chest and my legs that hurt. Then they gave me prescriptions and I collected my medication.
I have a muscle problem and I came here to get medication. Thank God I got some. I didn't pay a consultation fee for the ticket. It is for free and it is hassle-free. That is good and I thank God.
The African Cultural Exchange is a non-profit organization founded in 1989 to provide cross-cultural links to Africa. The organization's main activities centers around providing opportunities for individuals to participate in short-term and ongoing development efforts in Africa in culture, development, education, and healthcare. Babakar Sise, QTV News.
Next up, we have international news. Now, in what the army described as an attempted coup on Sunday, 3 people have been reportedly killed in the Democratic Republic of Congo's capital following a shootout between armed men in military uniform and guards of a top politician. Aliou Cisse tells us more.
2 police officers and one of the attackers were among those killed in the shootout that started early on Sunday. DR Congo national broadcaster RTNC reported that the armed men attacked the Kinshasa residence of Vital Kemere, a federal legislator and a candidate for Speaker of the National Assembly of DR Congo, but was stopped by his guards. Brigadier General Sylvain Ekenge, a DR Congo military spokesman, said in a televised address that some 50 perpetrators of the failed takeover had been arrested. The army said the group of people behind the attempted coup were mostly foreigners or Congolese citizens based abroad. The army also said some of the suspects held U.S. and Canadian passports. Both countries have expressed concern at these reports. Some of the suspects, including 2 alleged to be Americans, were shown having been arrested and looking disabled. DR Congo State media also alleges that the attackers were led by Christian Malanga, a former minister and former military officer based in the United States, who was also arrested, allegedly along with son. It is also claimed that the father is one of those killed and his son one of those arrested. In a live stream posted on Facebook during Sunday's attack and widely shared since then, Malanga, speaking a mixture of Lingala, French and English, threatened the president and chanted New Zaire. The DRC was formerly called Zaire. Malang's son can be seen next to him alongside several armed men wearing battle dress. Later on, photos released on social media showed Malang's corpse and that of another fighter. Officials said he was killed resisting arrest. The African Union condemned the coup attempt and said it welcomed the military handling of the attacks. President Tshisekedi was re-elected as president in December in a chaotic vote amid calls for revote from the opposition over what they said was a lack of transparency following a past trend of disputed elections in the Central African country. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cisse.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we got time for. Do join us again at 10 p.m. for another news bulletin. Thanks for watching.